Okay guys, the next is differentiation as the rate of change. Yeah, differentiation can be applied as the rate of change of a quantity. For example, the rate of change of water volume as the water filled in the jar. When we're talking about rate, it will be related with time as how fast it changes, or maybe something else. So the notation will be dy over dt for the rate of change of y. If the rate of change is x, that means dx over dt. Yeah. Next, the relation between the rate of change of y and the rate of change of x is dy over dt equals to dy over dx times dx over dt. Later, we can change the variables depending on the situations. So, example 1, the radius of a circle increase at a rate of 3 centimeters per second. From this sentence, we know that this one is the rate of change of the radius. So we can say that dr over dt equals to 3 centimeter per second. Find the rate of change of the area when the radius is 5 centimeters. Take a look at the questions. The question is rate of the area, rate of area. That means the question wants you to find the area over dt. Okay, when radius equals to 5 centimeter. Okay, so this is the question. So first, what you do is you have to find the function of area involving radius. Yeah, area containing radius, yeah, not involve, contain radius. Okay, so we know that the area of circle is area equals to pi r square, right? Pi r square. So that means this is the formula for the area, and then we want to relate dr over dt with dA over dt. So we already have a formula like this: dy over dt equals to dy over dx equals times with dx over dt. Yeah, but for this word problems, it's not fit because we don't have y and x, but instead we have area and radius, right? So we will change this formula a little bit. So for example, I will change the y with area. So I will have d area over dt equals to d area over dr, and then d radius over dt. Yeah, so what do we need for this formula? We need dA over dr, and we don't have it yet. dA over dr. What is the meaning of dA over dr? That means you have to differentiate area with the variable of r. Okay, so from this one, area equals to pi r square. You have to differentiate it. So you will have dA over dr, or maybe you can say a accent like that, yeah. dA over dr equals to pi times r square. The r square is differentiated into 2r. So you will have dA over dr equals to 2 pi r. Okay, let's put it into the formula. So now you already have the dy over dr. You can change dy over dr into 2 pi r, and then dr over dt. dr over dt is 3 centimeters. Okay, so take a look at this sentence, these words one more time. Increases. Increases means it's positive. The rate is positive. If the question says decreasing, that means the rate is negative. You have to put negative to the 3. Okay, but because it's increasing, we put positive in front of the 3, so dr over dt will be positive 3. There you go. And then when r equals to 5 centimeters, that means dA over dt, the rate of change of the area, will be 2 pi times 5 times 3. And the final result is 30 pi Okay, the unit is a little bit complicated for this one, yeah. So we know that okay guys, we can find the units from this formula, yeah. So the unit is not really important right here, but I will tell you how to find the unit, yeah. dr over dt. Okay, so the area is centimeter square, right? And dr is centimeters, and dr is centimeters, and this one is seconds. Okay, so if we cross out this one, you will get centimeter square over second. Okay, so usually I know that this one is area over t, right? But for some questions, they not telling you whether it is volume or area or what gitu ya. So just ordinary function, yeah. So we have to find the units using this method. Okay, if there is area, ya area gampang sih, 3 cm square per second. If that is volume, that means centimeter cube per second, ya itu masih gampang. Tapi kalau functionnya udah ngasal kayak y equals to 4x cube kayak gitu, nah itu kita agak susah nentuin si unitnya ya, kecuali pakai ini. Okay, next is example 2. Given that the volume of a sphere volume, that means dv over dt equals to decreasing ya. Now it's decreasing, so we have to put negative to the 20 centimeter cube per second. Okay, and then find the rate of change of radius. Dr is us when r equals to 4. Okay, next, what do we do? First, we have to find the function of volume of sphere in terms of r. So v equals to 4 over 3 pi r cube. Okay, this is the v, and then you can prepare the dv over dr, 4 over 3 pi times 3r square. Okay, so we will have dv over dr equals to 4 pi r square. Okay, this is the differentiation of the volume. Next, because the question wants you to find dr over dt, the rate, that means we have to use the formula dv over dt equals to dv over dr times dr over dt. Next, put the numbers. We have negative 20 right here, and then dv over dr we have 4 pi r square, and then dr over dt we don't know yet. The question says when r equals to 4, yeah. So now we have to substitute the r, 4 pi times 4 square times dr over dt. Dr over dt equals to how much? Negative 20 divided by 16 times 4, 64 pi ya. Okay, using your calculator you'll get negative 0.1, and the unit will be centimeter per second. Okay, next is the differentiation of trigonometric function. So first you have to memorize this differentiation. Yeah, first is sin x. Sin x differentiated into cos x. Cos x become negative sin x. Tan x become secant quadrat x. Cotangent x become negative secant square. Oh wait, no, this one is negative cosecant. Yeah, I'm so sorry. So this one is negative cosecant square x. Okay, next is secant x differentiated into secant tan, and cosecant x become negative cosecant cotangent. And the next will be the chain rule, yeah. The chain rule for sin u is y accent equals to u accent times cos u, and then cos u become u accent times negative sin u. I will tell this later in the example questions, so you don't have to memorize this one. Okay guys, take a look at example 1. For example 1, find the differentiation of y equals to 2 sine x plus 3 cos x tan x negative 1/2 times sine x cos x. Okay, so we have three terms right here, yeah, separated with plus and also minus. Okay, so we have these three terms. Remember, when we have addition or subtraction, we can separate them to find the differentiation one by one. Okay, so first is 2 sine x. 2 sine x will become 2 cos x, yeah, because the differentiation of sine is cos. Sine become cos. Okay, next is 3 times cos x plus tan x. Okay, so now we have multiplication. If you can find the result of the multiplication, it will be better, it will be good. So let's try to find the result. For tan x, we know that tan equals to sine over cos. We can cross out the cos. So we have 3 sine x, right? 3 sine x differentiated into 3 cos x. Okay, next is this one, the blue one. We know that we cannot multiply sine x and cos x, right? We cannot multiply sine x and cos x. That means we have to use u times v right here. Okay, u times v. Let's go, guys. U accent v plus u v accent, right? U accent from sine, it will become cos x times the v. The v is cos x plus the u is sine x, and then v accent is negative sine x, yeah. Remember, cos will become negative sine x. Okay, good. Next, you will have cos square x and then minus sine square x. So this is the differentiation of the blue one. You only have to put the result right here. So we already have the last one is negative in the brackets. What is the result before? Half. Oh yeah, sorry, I have the half times cos square x minus sine square x. Okay, so this is the first differentiation of example 1. Of course, the question can ask you for the second differentiation. That means you have to differentiate them one more time, yeah. But for today, I will only show you the first differentiation. This is the example 1. Next is example 2. For example 2, find the differentiation of y equals to sine 3x plus 5. So take a look at the function. Yeah, usually the function is sine x, right? But now the sine x is changed into sine 3x plus 5. Okay, of course, this one is not usual. When you find a function that is not usual, that means there is an inner function, right? Inner function means you have to use chain rule. So y accent equals to, remember, the rule of the chain rule is that differentiate the outer function first. The outer function is sine, right? Sine differentiated into cos. So you will say cos 3x plus 5. This is the differentiation of the outer function. Do not forget to times it with the differentiation of the inner function. The inner function is 3x plus 5. 3x plus 5 differentiated into 3. And the final result is 6. 6 times cos 3x plus 5. There you go. Okay, next is example 3. For example 3, find the differentiation of y equals to 5x over cos x. So now we have division. Yeah, when you have division and you cannot divide them, that means you have to differentiate using u over v. U over v is u accent v. Sorry, y accent equals to u accent v minus u v accent over v square, right? So you have to prepare the u accent and also v accent. U accent is 5 and v accent is negative sine x. Okay, next is put the result into the formula. 5 times cos x minus u, 5x times v accent is negative sine x over v square, guys. V square is cos square x. Okay, I don't think we can do anything else for this one, so I'm just simplifying the sign. 5x sine x over cos square x. Let's leave it like that. So that is the first differentiation. Next is example 4. For example 4, y equals to sine square 3x plus 1. Yeah, so for this one we also have an inner function, but this time we have two inner function. Yeah, why? Because we have square on the sign. So I can rewrite the function like this: 3x plus 1 square. Okay, so the outer function is x square, right? Sine square. So this is the outer function, the yellow one. The inner function, the first inner function is the sine, and the second inner function yang paling dalam itu 3x plus 1, guys. Jadi kita harus chain rule-nya dua kali. Okay, the first chain rule is move the powers to the front. 2 times sine 3x plus 1 to the power of 2 minus 1. Okay, remember the rules of powers. Yeah, powers move to the front, and then minus the powers with 1. After that, do not forget we have two inner function. Times it with the differentiation of the first inner function, which is sine. Sine will become cos, and then times, cos 3x plus 1, and then times it again with the second inner function, times it again with 3. Okay, so the final result will be 6, and then sine 3x plus 1 to the power of 1, and then times it again with cos 3x plus 1. There you go. Okay, next is example 5. For example 5, we have the differentiation of powers, indices. Yeah, that means we have this formula 3 to the power of x, a to the power of x. The differentiation will be y accent equals to a to the power of x also. Yeah, so for this one, take a look at the function. We have 3 to the power of, it should be x, but this time it's not usual. So 3 to the power of sine x. That means sine x is the inner function. Yeah, usually the function is y equals to 3 to the power of x, right? But now it's 3 to the power of sine x. That means we have inner function. The inner function is sine x. Okay, let's differentiate the outer one first. The outer one is this one, 3 to the power of sine x. Yeah, it will become the same, sine x, 3 to the power of sine x. But we have the inner function, which is sine x, times it again with the differentiation of sine x, which is cos x. And this is the final result. Yeah, I don't think we can do anything else besides this. Okay, this is example 5. Next is example 6. For example 6, we will use this formula ln x. When we differentiate ln x, it will become 1 over x, right? So, but this time it's not ln x, we have cos x, ln cos x. That means we have inner function, and the formula will be 1 over the outer first. The outer is ln. When we differentiate ln, it will become 1 over cos x. Yeah, do not change the cos because it's the outer function. And then don't forget to times it with the inner function. The inner function is this one, cos x will become negative sine x. So you will have y accent equals to negative sine x over cos x. Y accent equals to negative tan x. Okay, good. Okay, so for number 7, example 7, it's a little bit difficult, yeah, because we don't have a formula like this, like x to the power of x We don't have that kind of formula, right? So we have to do something with the function first. Okay, so the thing is I have to eliminate these powers, right? If we don't have these powers, we can differentiate this easily, right? So I have to eliminate that powers. How to eliminate that? I will use ln. I will give ln on the right side and also ln at the left side. Okay, so I will have ln y equals to ln 2x plus 3 to the power of sin x. Ya, buat apa? Biar kita bisa pakai properties of logarithm, right? We have the properties of powers in logarithm. When you have powers inside of the logarithm, you can move the powers to the front. So you will have ln y equals to sin x times ln times not times ya, ln 2x plus 3. Okay guys, so how to differentiate this? We have to use partial differentiation, but we not learn that yet. We will learn later, but for now I will just tell you how to differentiate this one, ln y. Yeah, how to differentiate ln y? First, you have to differentiate the outer first. The outer is ln. When you have ln, it will become 1 over y, right? 1 over y. The differentiation of ln x is 1 over x. So the differentiation of ln y is 1 over y. But don't forget, this is not x, this is y. So we have that inner function. The inner function have to be differentiated dikali differentiation dari fungsi dalamnya ya, y, berarti y aksen. Nah, jadi differentiation dari ln y itu 1 over y times y aksen. Okay, next for the right side, we have u times v, right? U aksen equals to cos x, v aksen equals to 1 over 2x plus 3. Don't forget to times it with the inner function, times with 2, v aksen equals to 2 over 2x plus 3. Okay, good. Next, the formula is u aksen v plus u v aksen. So 1 over y times y aksen equals to u aksen equals to cos x times the v is ln 2x plus 3 plus the u is sin x times the v aksen is 2 over 2x plus 3 guys. Okay, so this is the result, but we are not done yet because we want to find y aksen, right? Not 1 over y times y aksen. So we have to cross multiplication, move the 1 over y to the right side. You will get y times cos x ln 2x plus 3 plus sin x times, so I think we can multiply this one to sin x over 2x plus 3. Okay, and we can change the y into the original function. Y equals to 2x plus 3 to the power of sin x times with cos x ln 2x plus 3 plus 2 sin x over 2x plus 3. There you go. So this is the answer for example 7. Yeah, this one is hard, yeah, but you will get it later after you do some exercise. Okay guys, I think that's it for today. Thank you for watching. We'll meet again in the next video. Yeah, bye.